Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys an updated workout for Pick 4 North Carolina using the 2-digit rundowns. I want to share with you how you guys may want to pay close attention to dates that have maybe a mirror in the date or the date sum, and using that to start putting your combinations together for the particular date you need. Okay, so with 2-digit rundowns, depending, and there's a lot of variables, they're not my favorite, but they could be very useful. So with a 2-digit rundown, I want to share with you on the first example how you can use the actual date, like the number 27, and try to figure out what hot numbers could be good to play for that day. Okay, so that's the cool part about 2 digits, depending on how you're using them. Some people like to use maybe the back pair. Some people like to use date sum numbers, maybe even hit sum numbers. So there's so many different variables. You just kind of have to play around and see what works best for your state. Well, I noticed something with mirrors, and when they're connected to the date or date sum, could give you guys some cool hits or patterns, I'll say, for North Carolina. So let's go ahead and start with this. October 27th, we actually put the number 27th in. We're working from the day number, okay? The actual day number. All right? Make sure you know that. Just the day number, okay? So how do we put this together? What we'll do is once we put in the day number, we're going to add each number down the columns, all right? So for the first column, we're going to add 1. So 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. Now for your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones plus your 0. Okay? 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. You know you did it right. The number you start with should be the number you end with. Okay, then you would add 2 all the way down the second column. All right, so once you have everything in place, notice the number we put in. It's a mirrored number. Okay, that's the first hot tip. Look for dates that have a mirrored number. Okay, mirrored numbers like 0, 5, 1 and 6, 2, 7, 3, 8. Look for things like that. Okay, they could work with doubles. You'll have to backtrack it. Okay, so here I noticed the 2, 7. Get my tissue out of the way. Okay, I noticed the 2, 7. So mirror numbers, same number, just the opposite of itself. It's almost like saying 2, 2 or 7, 7, but they're opposite. That's why we call them mirror. They mirror off of each other. So your mirror numbers goes as follows. 0 could be a 5, or 5 could be a 0. 1 could be a 6, 6 could be a 1. 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2. 3 could be a 8, 8 could be a 3. 4 could be a 9, and a 9 could be a 4. Okay? That's what we mean. North Carolina, a lot of times you may see that the actual mirror is in the hit for that day that you're looking for. One of the things I do appreciate about this, if I didn't mention this before, is you can do this days in advance. You know how sometimes we're waiting for the last hit, trying to figure out we use a back pair, front pair. If you're using something that responds to a date or date sum, you can put these together days in advance, right? That's a plus. That's a plus. All right. So we have this 2, 7 here. I'm going to start my combination because we need 4 digits, right? We're working with pick 4. So 2, 7. Now I would stick with the 2 rows under it to start capturing numbers. Okay. So I've seen it go diagonal. So maybe 2, 7, 9, 4. Maybe 2, 7, 3, 1. Okay. I've seen them go up and down. So 2, 7, 9, 1. Using the 9, 1. Uh-oh. Let me do that again. I'm messing my own self up, y'all. All right, let me do that. 2, 7, 9, 1. And then maybe 2, 7, 3, 4. Just staying in that area, right? Let's say we think these are going to play for October 27th. Now, I don't know if it's going to be day or night. Okay, don't know all that. But let's say you play maybe a day, maybe a night game in North Carolina. Well, guess what? 7924 hit. So what do we have? 7924. So we're actually using our mirrors right here. See 794 right there. Y'all like that? Go ahead and give a girl a thumbs up. Go ahead. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, honey. Make sure you do. Okay, and make sure y'all join our membership. Okay, especially if you guys want exclusive videos. We have our member only lives, and you guys get to request your pick 3 videos. So that's definitely a plus, because y'all know I'm too busy. I can't be out there in public doing it all, but I try. Anyway, y'all like that? That was cool. Yeah. So yeah, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. However, other states, you're gonna have to play around. Okay, and sometimes even the rundowns, like I use like a 1-7, but I know the most general is a 1-2. Okay, and I know we have some really cool people that use the 1-2 rundowns. Again, it's not my thing, but I definitely love how they put them together. Okay, so hopefully that'll help. Hopefully that'll help. Now let's make our way to the second example. This is where we're going to do some different things. I noticed October 28th. Now notice it didn't give off a mirror, right? 2 and 8, they're not mirror numbers. But if you do a date sum number, you may get a mirror. So what's a date sum number? That's when you add the month and the date together. So when I added 10 plus 28, I get the number 38. Are those not mirror numbers? Yeah, they're mirror numbers. Okay, so I put in 38. So instead of putting October 28th this time, I use the date sum number. This is why I said you have to, this is something you're going to have to look at. Look at your dates, see if you can use it as is. If not, see if you can add a date sum. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. This may only work a couple times out of the week. I'm just going to warn you that right now. But if you're patient, okay, more power to you. Okay, so again, we're literally going to follow the same pattern, okay? And this was a day later, and it just happened to be the date sum numbers of 38. It's actually 8, but we're going to put the whole date number in there. So 38. So we put it in our rundown. We're looking for things to start with a 3-8 or have that in it, not in any particular order. And we're going to stick to the 2 lines right underneath, 2 rows, okay? So pay attention. So we're going to go zigzag. 3805 could be a possibility. 3842, we're going to go the other way. Then we're going to just go up and down. 3802. Okay? And then 3845. Or 8345. However you want to do that, right? Well, what hit that day, October 28th, even though we used the date sum number? Watch this. 8032 right here. Bam. Yeah, I like that, right? That's hot. So again, think of doubles, mirrors, because a lot of pick 4 hits may have those, right? So when you're looking to figure that out, that could be a helpful, especially if you're trying to stick around particular days that these hits could hit on. Yo, I think this is hot. This is one of my favorite 2-digit ones that I've done. I have others and they're okay, but to me, hands down, this has got to be my favorite one. Will this work in every state? That's going to be the next question. Miss Floyd, is it going to work for this state? I don't know till we try. Okay, so backtrack, see if you see something similar. And again, you may have to play around. Maybe a 1-7 rundown may work better. I've heard other 6-9, 9-6. There's so many rundowns. Anyway, did y'all have a good time with me? Yes, you did. Okay. So anyways, make sure you study. Pay attention to your mirrors. And we'll see you guys on the next video.